Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's D-Man the Great here, and I'm back once again for another fire video. And today I'm here to talk about Ben Simmons and him holding out on the Philadelphia 76ers and well, not potentially, but he said he isn't coming to training camp and won't be playing another game for the Philadelphia 76ers from what if at the current moment. And this is a situation unlike any other situation before, where a lot of people, like you look at Jimmy Butler in Minnesota, they had their issues towards the end of the season after he hurt his meniscus, and that kind of wrecked their chances of going further in the playoffs because they ran into the all-time great Houston Rockets team that almost beat Golden State. Was the only team that came close to beating a healthy Golden State, but that's another story. With Ben in this instance, is he doesn't want to play Philly anymore because Joel and Doc Rivers kind of threw him under the bus a little bit after they lost to Atlanta in the playoffs, and kind of shifted some of the media blame towards Ben. And then you have all the Philadelphia fans saying F this guy, chanting F Ben Simmons, and the bald-headed guy with the beard who was calling him a crumb bum. And in my opinion, honestly, if a bald-head dude is calling me a crumb bum, I wouldn't want to play for Philadelphia anymore either. But the thing is, in this situation, Ben, he's a very young player still. He's 23 years old. He has plenty of time to develop. We've had this thing over the last however many years where it's like, oh, Ben Simmons shooting a jumper. Oh, he's not shooting jumpers. Oh, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. And it's like, Ben, from what I've seen in his practice footage, he can shoot. It's a mental problem. He just will not shoot a jumper in an NBA game. And then that's a problem, because it's like, it's not the fact that he can't shoot, or even the fact that he won't shoot at this point. It's the fact that defenses are like, well, he's not going to shoot, so I don't have to guard him out here. I could pack the paint over Big Joel Embiid. I could go pack the paint with Big Joel Embiid in there. And that is going to hold back the Philadelphia 76ers offense as long as Ben Simmons is on this team not shooting the jumper. And that's the problem. It's not he's not good, or it's not like, because it's like, even with the free throw stuff, he should be able to fix that, because you can't shy away from the free throw line in the NBA. You can't. You're going to take a free throw, you're going to get fouled at some point, unless you're not controlling the ball at all, or even playing in that regard. And with Ben, him not shooting the basketball, that does hurt Philadelphia. But the thing is, it's like, you could say, and you could sit and put blame on losing. You can't put that on him. They were up 20 at several points in that series and blew the lead and lost the game. If we're up 20 points, you talking about a guy like, there's like, oh, he can't play in the clutch because he can't shoot. He won't shoot the jumper. He can't shoot free throws. And it's like, well, you can't blame him for that, because you shouldn't be in the clutch in the first place if you're already up 20. If we're up 20, this shouldn't even be a game anymore. You should be coasting to the finish line. And then you should even be working harder to get to a 30 ball or a 40 ball to end the game. It shouldn't be, oh, they fought all the way back and they might beat us. That's not how this stuff works. This is the NBA. And these guys are more than capable. Most teams now are capable of coming back from down 20 because all of a sudden their jumpers have started to fall. And then now this is a close game in the fourth quarter. And this is the problem here, because it's like, you can put the blame on him. It's not his fault that they lost that series. He played a big role, yes, but the fact that Joel Embiid, you can't count on him in the clutch. You can't count on Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is your go-to shot creator on that team. You're not going to win a championship with Tobias Harris as your go-to shot creator, because Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are not Giannis Antetokounmpo. Because Giannis has heart. If you put him in a situation where he has to fight for his life, that man is going to scratch and claw and fight his hardest. You could beat him and beat him and beat him, and he will keep getting back up until he wins and he earns his life. And I can't say that for the Philadelphia 76ers players like Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons holding on this team may not be the right decision. He might just need to go and play and try to work it out one more time. Now, the thing is, they say you shouldn't. Now, I don't know for certain if he should keep going back and keep trying again and trying again and trying again, but in this instance, I feel it's a situation where it's like he's at the beginning of a 5-year deal. There's not that many deals that you can make in this instance and then also they mentioned the Houston deal a lot. I feel like the John Wall for Ben Simmons thing, and it's like, honestly, in my opinion, I think that's a bad deal for at least Philadelphia, because it's like if you're going based off of that, we had the situation where last year James Harden wanted out, and you could have got James Harden for Ben Simmons straight up, and that would have been a perfect deal. Could have possibly won the championship last season. But no, they didn't make that deal. So why would I trade Ben now to get John Wall? That makes no sense to me. But I guess different strokes for different folks. And at this point, with this situation, Ben Simmons has to man up and play until he gets traded, and or Philadelphia has to settle for less, and they're screwed for that. So at the end of the day, with the NBA, we are done. This shouldn't be how you leave a team. You never want to, because I think the whole forcing out in the NBA thing is a little bit, at this point, it's a little bit overdone, because it's like, it seems like every year now it's a major superstar that decides he doesn't want to play for his team anymore. Send me out of here. Like, if he look at Paul George, for example. Paul George did this whole thing the right way, in my opinion, because it's like he wanted out of Oklahoma City. He almost won the MVP. He hurts his shoulders. They go out first round. They get embarrassed by Dame Lillard. He doesn't, for a broadcast, get me the hell out of Oklahoma City. He goes, and then he works the deal under the table. Say, hey, the Clippers will give you whatever you want to get me to team with Kawhi Leonard, and I don't want to be here no more. Make that deal happen for me. And they made that deal happen, just as Oklahoma City and Houston, they didn't want Chris Paul anymore, so they made the deal happen. So this should be I think that's the way to do it. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.